Hey, this is DJ Dex here for 3000 Magazine here at the Detroit Historical Museum for the Detroit Techno Exhibit.
I believe that this year's exhibit will show the country and the world what Detroit is all about. This is a hot day for entertainment. This is Motown, 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 Motown.
All right, you recording already? Oh, okay. Just want to get your reaction, man. After so many years of working on your music and your career, how does it feel now to finally get some recognition and have this museum exhibit dedicated to you, and just, you know, to have the public recognize you? How does it feel, man?
It's a bittersweet, but the fabric has been laid a long time ago. It just so happened that I didn't have a different management as Derek and Kevin did. So me and Juan went west, and they went overseas. Yeah. So, you know, gotta look out for the best stuff. You know? So what shines in the closet, you have to open up and shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but it's a bittersweet. That's all.
But it's still good.
Oh yeah. It's still good. It's gonna be here forever. So any controversy that may come up, it's there. But the press already have what the fabric been laid back in the day will be unwoven. Because it's in the Detroit Historic Museum where I used to come when I was a kid. So therefore, all that the press got now is wrong. So I never said anything. I just kept my mouth shut and just prayed, and then it revealed itself. You know, everybody's in '86 except for Juan. So everybody released their shit at '86. But you know, I'm just folks.
So Juan, just want to get your reaction to this whole exhibit, the whole production, how you feel now that the city of Detroit has officially recognized you and giving you an exhibit in the historical museum. How do you feel about it?
It's a real good feeling, man. I feel great about this, man. I mean, you know, I don't think it's really dawned on me yet, the scope of this whole thing, but it's coming along real, you know, slow and smooth.
Would you have ever imagined it back, 20 years ago when you were in the studio?
Never. I mean, I used to come to this place when I was a kid. You know, and I used to go to the old Detroit, and we used to play down on the cobblestone streets and stuff. Well, this is like one of the places to come. And to think that, you know, in the future that I would have an exhibit here, you know, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, you probably get a little teary-eyed later. You know?
Maybe, we'll see.
Yeah. So what's going on now, man? What you working on at the moment?
Right now, I'm actually, you know, in light of everything that's happening, I'm putting together a compilation of my old catalog, all of it from day one, like the old Cybertron, all of that stuff I'm putting together. That's one of the things I'm doing. I've been living in LA for the last 2 years, so of course, that's my step into like doing some film work, and, movie soundtrack and stuff like that. So, you know, of course, the thing, a live show. I want to put together a live show, Model 500, and maybe debut it at the festival this year. If everything comes together properly.
So you can take a break from DJing for a minute?
No, I'm still be DJing.
Oh, okay.
Still, I try to do it all. I try to fit it all together. You know, I mean, I'll make it work.
Any new Model 500 projects coming out? Model 600 now?
Model 600, you know, that's the collaboration works with, you know, the UR. So, yeah, there'll be more stuff on both of those titles, I think.
All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping and talking to us.
All right, man.
All right, we're here with Ron Murphy of National Sound, the man for mastering all the techno records. A lot of the records that are up in the exhibit were mastered by this man. And we just want to get some a little bit of feedback response. How does it feel to have your work in a museum here in the city of Detroit?
Well, it feels pretty good considering that we're all still alive to see it. Isn't that kind of interesting?
Yeah.
Usually you don't get recognition for a lot of these things until after you're dead, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's good. That's good. I just did my little part. You know, most of it goes to the guys that recorded the music. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't like to take a lot of credit for things. Some of the things, yeah, if I worked on them and kind of helped them, fixed them up a little bit, you know, that's different. But
well, I've heard that a lot of the guys, when they started out, came to you and you kind of helped them out, you know, gave them some feedback and told them, you know, go back, do this and do that. And,
yeah, well, that's true. I think, you know, and I give guys like, you know, Mike Banks and Juan and all them guys a lot of credit because they had to do it on their own and they really didn't have anybody. You know, I was one of the few people they could probably go to, you know, that had some experience, you know, in the record business. And, you know, we sit down and talk about their contracts and, like you said, how to do things maybe a little bit better, but they had to do it on their own. When I came in, I learned from radio people, you know, and your radio people, your veteran radio people were your first engineers in the studios, you know, because before the recording studios, if you wanted to do a record or something, you went to a radio station to record. So I was fortunate that I learned from some of those radio people. And you know, there's a right way to put things together. And, you know, these guys didn't have that. So they did it all on their own. So you got to give them a lot of credit. And they did learn well. And, you know, their recordings have improved, you know, quite a bit since the early ones. So I give them a lot of credit. You know, I do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Ron Murphy, National Sound. Thank you very much for stopping by and sharing some of your knowledge with us. Thank you. All right, we're here with Jeff Mills, aka The Wizard. See, what is there to say, man? I want to get your impression about this exhibit after spending so many years working hard and getting the music out there, touring, to get some recognition at home in a museum of all places. Yeah, how does it feel?
It feels great. It's a big relief. I mean, for many years, you know, I mean, I often thought, you know, Detroit is missing the best part of the whole techno thing, you know, and to actually see a very formal, thorough exhibition just about techno is a big relief. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, and it's more of a culturally significant thing. It's not just, I mean, the DMF was a big party and people saw it for the crowds it could draw.
Right.
But the museum now kind of looks at it as a historical, a musical, just an overall kind of cultural event. It's a historical context. So how do you feel about that?
I think that I mean it's I mean, in my mind, my true feeling it's past the time. I mean, maybe something like this should have been done, you know, maybe, I don't know, 5 to 7 years ago, you know, but I'm very happy to see it now, you know. And even as we speak now, there are things that are materializing as a result of Detroit techno. So the education, you know, continues, you know.
I know you're constantly on tour, man. What's the response from people around the world? Do they know about what's going on here with this museum exhibit?
It gets more and more exciting, and I think things like this will just make it, you know, more profound. So it's the first real proper documentation of electronic music in this fashion, you know, from this perspective, from a historic perspective. So it should give other people in other countries the indication that, you know, this type of music that they loved all these years, there's much more to it, and there's a togetherness to it, and, you know, I think it'll answer the questions to a lot of people.
Now, as a producer, do you think this will maybe get people more in tune to what the music was? I don't want to say intended to, but, you know, there's a lot of misinterpretation about what Detroit techno is. Well, you know, with the, you know, evolution, transfer and bass and all these other things that kind of offshooted from techno. You think people start to kind of realize, oh, well, this is what the sound was originally,
right? And,
you know, everything else kind of sprung out from that.
Well, I mean, you know, from the beginning, it always was looked at in different perspectives, because it did not have one sound. It was a group of people that had similarities, but for the most part, the structure of their music came from different directions. So this exhibition kind of brings it all together and kind of shows you the common thread between all those different type of sounds, those different type of labels, and those different type of DJs. So the understanding should be become better.
So I know you're constantly touring. Where are you off to now? What projects do you have coming that you can want to promote? Or
tomorrow we start a French tour, very large French tour. We tour the entire country, and then from there to Spain. And we tour the whole country of Spain, and then to the UK. So we tour England, Scotland, and Ireland.
And is the At First Sight CD, is that the most recent release you have, or something?
It's the most recent, but we just finished the latest album called Medium.
Medium?
Yeah, it's a psychological concept album that should be out quite soon.
All right. Is that gonna be more beat driven or a little more?
It's more thought driven.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Jeff Mills, thank you very much.
Okay,
man.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.